For joining me here tonight. It's Owasso hosting Sand Springs. It's a makeup game and it's homecoming here as well. And we'll get into more of that as we go on through the night. I'm Steve Mowry, back in the studio. Dave Waddell punching buttons and making us sound good back there here on a very comfortable, almost spring-like day here in the gym. A bit of a light crowd still flowing into the gymnasium as we're just a few minutes away. Both teams out on the floor getting warmed up here. It's Owasso coming in off that one-point victory last Friday night as the Lady Rams able to get that victory over the Muskogee Lady Ruffers, 31-30. It was a back-and-forth, slow contest, if you will, before the Lady Rams able to seal it by a free throw by Ellie Morrill there with just 1 second to go left in the game. They now are 9-11 on the season and trying to improve upon that record here tonight against a very tough Sand Springs Sandites ball club coming in. Josh Berry, the head coach, he was at Muskogee for a long time, now comes in with the Lady Sandites, a record of 16-3, and a team that Coach Nightingale is very familiar with, as that is where she coached before she took a short sabbatical, but coming back to Owasso. So a bit of a homecoming here tonight for Coach Toby Nightingale, and certainly a tough, formidable test here in front of her tonight, and it will be an exciting matchup to see. The Lady Rams obviously going to have to take control of the basketball. In that earlier matchup, it was the opening game of the season, and the Lady Rams fell to the Lady Sandites over at the Ed Doobie Fieldhouse in Sand Springs, 54-37. Tried to keep it tight through three quarters, and they did before it was opened up. Journey Armstead went for 20 points in that game, but Ellie Morrill went for 22 herself. So certainly the Lady Rams have an opportunity here to get back in the contest. We're here in our pregame as we get ready for this first of the twin bill, the Owasso Lady Rams hosting the Sand Springs Lady Sandites. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back, and get ready for tonight's action. You're listening to Owasso Basketball here on your Owasso Sports Network.
In eastern Oklahoma, you're never far from a Warren Clinic location. As part of St. Francis Health System, the area's largest healthcare network, Warren Clinic has more than 90 locations in the area, providing comprehensive healthcare for adults and children. From primary and specialty care to urgent care and physician video visits, Warren Clinic and St. Francis are here to keep you and your whole family healthy. To connect with the care you need, call 918-488-6688 or visit stfrancis.com.
There's barbecue, then there's barbecue. Trails Inn is the barbecue headquarters of the Owasso Rams. Owner and longtime Ram fan John Cash uses locally sourced ingredients, and their meats are cooked low and slow.
Don't trust your real estate needs to just any mom and pop company. At the Hopper Group, you get local market expertise with the backing of a worldwide network. Enjoy RE/MAX results with the Hopper Group.
Welcome back to Owasso as we're getting ready for the opening ceremonies. As we get ready here tonight in this opening game between the Owasso Lady Rams and the Sand Springs Lady Sandites. And just as we came back, Jared Gallagher is announcing the national anthem. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, come back, and give you the starting lineups. You're listening to Ram Basketball here on 100.1 KYFM.
This is Coach Blankenship reminding you that when you need help with your roof, do business with the local guys that put integrity first. Zach Harbaugh's crew at Duralast Roofing brings a 2-decade track record of hard work and great experience to your project, and they'll treat your home like it's their own. Durable, affordable, and built to last. Duralast Roofing in Owasso, 918-906-7800, or visit them online at duralastruffing.com.
Molly Jordan, a Keller Williams Premier agent in Owasso, is not only a huge fan.
Go directly to the ER or call 911. Delaying care could make your condition worse and make it more difficult to recover. Ascension St. John Emergency Care is available 24/7. Find a location at getstjohncare.com.
Welcome back to Owasso as we get ready here with the starting lineups. For the Sand Springs Lady Sandites, it'll be Journey Armstead. We mentioned about her earlier, a scoring machine. a 5'9 senior. She'll be joined by Sakari Wilson, a 5'5 sophomore. Tiana Morris, a 5'6 sophomore. Haley Jackson, a 6-foot junior. And Lainey Kirkendall, a 6'2 senior. For the Owasso Lady Rams, Carson Zumwalt, a senior. She'll be starting at guard. She'll be joined by Selden Stover at guard as well. Taylor Rose, senior guard, along with Ellie Morrill, senior forward, and McKenna Yoakley, a sophomore forward. Having hosted senior night last Friday night, coming back this makeup game that was originally scheduled for February 4th, but because of the snow was postponed, it's got to be played. And that's why we're doing a makeup game here tonight. We will also be bringing you the Bartlesville game. That'll be tomorrow night from Bartlesville. Jared Gallagher will be on the call, and then once again he'll be at Booker T. Washington on Friday night before we enter regional play next week, and the Rams hosting their region. That'll be her first, team first. At the line for the Lady Sandites, Haley Jackson. Jackson, a 6-foot junior, and her first free throw is hard off the back iron, no good. As she gets ready for the second opportunity. Low crowd here tonight, but it's a homecoming. See a lot of familiar faces as Jackson hits that second free throw. So first point on the board to Sand Springs. Rams now looking at some full court pressure, able to break that easily. Yoakley at the top, dribbles down the lane, kicks it out to Zumwalt, and she shuffled her feet before she took off, and that'll be a travel turnover to the Lady Sandites. 1-0 here in the early going. Lady Rams trail. Sand Springs with the basketball. They bring it into the front court. Morris swings it over to Armstead on the left side. Back to Morris. She'll bring it back up top. Looking inside, nothing there. Just tosses over to Kirkendall. All this on the left. Back to Wilson. She feeds it inside, and the bucket by Lainey Kirkendall is good. And it's a 3-0 lead for the Sandites. Owasso again facing full court pressure. Zumwalt gets it across, gives it over to Morrill. Morrill to Yoakley. Yoakley kicks it back out to Rose. Rose goes down the right side, has the ball tipped away for a moment, regains control, gets it over to Yoakley. Up top to Zumwalt. Zumwalt in the left corner to Morrill. She's guarded there by Kirkendall. Throws it over to Yoakley. Yoakley tries to dish it out to Rose. A lot of action on the top. Rose dribbles in, kicks it out to Morrill. Her three-point shot is no good. Backside rebound into the hands of Sand Springs Jackson. She brings it up, kicks it over to Wilson in the right corner, feeds it back inside to Armstead, inside to Wilson, and a nice play that time. Haley Jackson with that bucket, and it's a 5-0 lead quickly here in the first quarter. Stover dribbles down the lane, kicks it out to Zumwalt in the right corner to Yoakley, back to Zumwalt. She's pushed out near the midcourt line, bounce pass over to Stover. Stover looking inside, dribbles down the right side, pushed off. Let's see if they call it on her, and they do. So Selden Stover with her first personal foul, team second. 5:32 to go here in the first quarter. It's Sand Springs 5, Owasso 0. Still looking for that first bucket of the game for the Lady Rams. Sand Springs with the basketball. Wilson looking inside, but she's going to pass over to Morris. Here near to the right, into the right corner to Armstead. She feeds it in the middle to Kirkendall. Her shot is no good, and the putback off the rebound. Haley Jackson, 2 more points with the offensive rebound, and Coach Nightingale wants a timeout with 5:07 to go here in the first quarter. It's Sand Springs 7, Owasso 0. You're listening to Lady Ram Basketball here on your Owasso Sports Network.
Tulsa Bone & Joint Owasso is proud to support the Owasso Rams. With Dr. Caleb Nunley and Dr. Jason Griffin serving as team physicians, and Destry Millsap and Zach McGinning serving as athletic trainers for the team, the Rams are in good hands with Tulsa Bone & Joint. Our office is conveniently located inside St. John Owasso Physician Building and ready to care for you and your family. Tulsa Bone & Joint Owasso, moving life forward.
Well, here in the early going, it's been all Lady Sandites as they lead the Owasso Lady Rams 7-0. 5:07 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Rams continue to struggle looking for consistent scoring, and right now need a bucket just to get this game opened up. Lady Rams inbound into Stover. She dribbles across the timeline, guarded there by Morse, gets it over to Yoakley. Yoakley's going to dribble down the right side. She's got a lane. Shot is up. No good. Looked like she had the lane, but hit the side of the backboard and then tied up underneath. So we'll have a jump ball. That'll favor the Lady Rams. They'll inbound under their own baseline, under the bucket, feed it into Yoakley. Yoakley up top to Zumwalt. She'll pass over here to the near side to Stover, and there's a nice three-pointer by Ellie Morrill. Can't get it to go. Long rebound to Wilson. She's pushing it up the floor. Almost throws it out the bounds. Saved by Armstead, and then out of bounds is Wilson, but I believe she was pushed out on the play, so let's see. That'll go to Selden Stover, and she's picked up 2 quick fouls here in this first quarter, so Coach Nightingale going to have to go to her bench, and she's going to bring in the senior Chloe Stockson. Inbound for the Lady Sandites. They get it into Kirkendall, and then inside the bucket is good by Journey Armstead. Stover quickly down the other side. Zumwalt on the baseline, kicks it up to Morrill. Morrill swings it over to the right to Yoakley. She's going to dribble in the lane. She's got an easy layup, and finally break the seal. McKenna Yoakley with the bucket for the Lady Rams. Coming quickly the other way is Wilson, and she tried to penetrate down the right side of the lane. Good defense. Ball goes out of bounds, but Sand Springs will keep possession of the basketball. Now Chloe Stockson in the lane, the senior for the Lady Rams. Inbound to Armstead. Feed it right back to Jackson, and she's going to be fouled from behind. Over the back, McKenna Yoakley. Actually, they're going to give that to Ellie Morrill, and that will be her second personal foul. Again, Sandites with the basketball, and the short teardrop shot by Haley Jackson. She has 7 points here in the first quarter. It's an 11-2 lead for Sand Springs. Yoakley on the other end, kicks it out up top to Morrill. Morrill's going to dribble down the right side, spin into the lane. Underhand shot is up, and it just rolls off the rim. No good. She gets the loose ball, puts it back up again. She gets the bucket and the foul. So a little bit of something going here for the Lady Rams as that foul will go against Lainey Kirkendall. That'll be her first team foul against the Lady Sandites. Ellie Morrill, the senior, at the line for Owasso. And she hits the free throw. And it's a 6-point game, 11-5. Owasso trying to get into the flow on offense now, trail by 6. Sand Springs comes the other way. Wilson here on the near side, gets it up top to Laisha Morris, who has checked in the game for the Lady Sandites. Tries to pass it inside. Ball's knocked away. They get it up to Chloe Stockson. Her shot is up, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Sand Springs. Missed opportunity there as Jackson comes up with the basketball. Wilson's going to push it up the floor, kick it out to Armstead on the right corner. Armstead's going to try to dribble in, take the shot, no good. Good position by Taylor Rose for the defensive rebound. She'll bring it up the floor the other way and then slow it up in front of the Sand Springs bench and then promptly loses it out of bounds. So basketball will be turned over to Sand Springs. Journey Armstead just walks the ball up the floor. We've hit the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. 11-5 our score. Sand Springs leads. Laisha Morris with the basketball, tries to feed it inside, but it's knocked away. Jackson trying to post up on that right block. Dribble in, the pass inside. It's tipped away into the hands of Owasso. Chloe Stockson ahead of the pack. Goes up, doesn't take the shot, dishes out to Taylor Rose. Her shot is short. Fight for the basketball. Rebounded there by Kirkendall. Kirkendall goes 6'2", so she towers above everyone else. And then it's thrown away by Laisha Morris just inside the midcourt line and tried to pass it over to the left block, but the pass was too high and out of bounds. So Owasso with the basketball. Zumwalt, she'll dribble up the left side. McKenna Yoakley at the top of the key, gives it to Rose. Rose over to Zumwalt. She's got an open three-pointer. It's no good. McKenna Yoakley tried to rebound from behind. She gets the rebound, and she's going to be fouled from behind. That'll go against Laisha Morris. That'll be her first, team second. With 2:10 to go here in the first quarter, Sand Springs 11, Owasso 5. Zumwalt gets it in to Stockton. She'll dribble over to her right, bounce pass over to Yoakley. And she bounce passes into the left block. Ellie Morrill with her shot. It's way short, and it just goes out of bounds. So the ball will go over to Sand Springs. Checking in for Sand Springs will be Kieran Taylor. Tiana Morris back in for Sand Springs. Under 2 minutes to go. Ball up top to Morris. Again, bring in a lot of size with Kiara Taylor, a 5'10 sophomore. And then there's the shot from the right side by Armstead. No good. Rebound Owasso. Yoakley coming up the other way, over to the left quarter to Zumwalt. Zumwalt up top to Rose. Rose looking inside. There's nothing there. She'll dribble to her right, look for a ball screen. Doesn't get a very good one. And passes over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt over to Yoakley. She's got room in the lane. If she'll go up with the right hand off the glass, no good. And then she promptly complicates that with a foul over the back off the miss. That'll be the second foul against McKenna Yoakley. So Owasso, 2 fouls against Selden Stover, 2 fouls against Ellie Morrill, and 2 now for McKenna Yoakley. 11-5 is still the score. Sand Springs lead, and open underneath is Journey Armstead, and she loses the ball out of bounds. She was right underneath the bucket, and the hard pass from the top of the key off her hands out of bounds. Chloe Stockton will walk the ball up for Owasso. She'll go to her left, back to her right, guarded there by Armstead. Goes back to her left, behind the back to her right, gets it over to Ellie Morrill. Morrill can go left inside. She tries to double teamed, and she was hit on the arm. No call, but Chloe Stockton is fighting here tonight for the Lady Rams. She gets the rebound, can't make it back, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul against Journey Armstead, her first. First free throw is no good by Stockton. Checking back into the game will be Lane Kirkendall. Taking a rest will be Haley Jackson. Stockton with her second free throw. And it bounces around, no good, unable to connect with either one. Lady Rams come up with the offensive rebound off the miss. Taylor Rose with a three-pointer, and it's good! Taylor Rose with a tray. Now it's an 11-8 game. Lady Rams trail by 3. Under 30 seconds to go. Morris, the long three-pointer, no good. There's the Lady Rams inside, fighting for the basketball. Journey Armstead comes up with it, has it stripped away, kicks it outside. Taylor Rose is on the floor, tries to get it to a teammate, and it's out of bounds off Sand Springs. We're going Owasso's way. Great hustle by the Lady Rams, getting on the floor. Scrum for the basketball. I think Taylor Rose may have gotten hit in the head, so Coach Nightingale's going to talk to her for a moment. I don't know if she took a knee or got kicked, but they're going to have to take a look at her. And she needs to shake this off, but she'll have some extra time. Chloe Stockton trying to push it up the floor, under 10 seconds, behind the back. Don't lose the basketball. Over to the right side, and she throws it away. As Maddie Drummond in the game, and so a missed opportunity there. Got a press. 3 seconds to go. Sand Springs rolls it up to Morris. Her long three-point shot off the backboard, no good. Lady Rams dodged a bullet there as we move to second quarter action. It's Sand Springs 11, Owasso 8. You're listening to Lady Ram basketball here on your Owasso Sports Network.
Hello, Ram Nation. This is Coach Blankenship. We're proud to have a winning tradition here in Owasso, both on the field and off. And as we strive for excellence, our partners at Jim Glover, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat strive for excellence also. And that's why they're this year's Dealer Raiders Dealer of the Year. With the region's only Jeep showcase store, Jim Glover Jeep focused specifically on the Jeep lifestyle. So if you're in the market for a Jeep, there's only one place to go, and that's Jim Glover here in Owasso. And don't forget, they can customize your Jeep to fit your lifestyle. Tell them Coach B sent you. In the past 7 years, First Bank of Owasso has invested over $400,000 in Owasso Public Schools. This includes funds for athletic and academic teams, classroom materials, and support for our teachers. Discover the First Bank of Owasso difference by visiting one of their 3 convenient Owasso locations or by visiting firstbank.net. First Bank of Owasso, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Owasso as we get ready for second quarter action. Sand Springs jumped out to an early big lead, 11-2, but the Lady Rams able to close it with a 6-0 run, and they pulled back to within 3 as we start this second quarter. 11-8, Sand Springs leads. Sand Springs starting with the basketball. Wilson gets it over to Morris. Morris back to Laisha Morris. Over in the left corner to Jackson. Jackson back to Laisha Morris. She feeds it inside, and then the kick back out. They really swing it around well. Good ball movement. Shot is up, no good, and over the back is going to be Lady Kirkendall. Picked up her second personal foul, 4th team foul, and Coach Josh Berry is going to have to make a decision here. He's going to go to his bench and bring in Journey Armstead back in the game and have to sit his 6'2 senior, Lady Kirkendall, with those 2 personal fouls. Owasso coming the other way. McKenna Yoakley over on the far side. Full court pressure. Gets it over to Stockton. She's double teamed at midcourt. Able to get out of that, and she's going to be pushed out of bounds. That's going to be a foul against Laisha Morris. That'll be her 2nd, team 5th. Stockton to inbound. Gets it into Zumwalt. Zumwalt over to Maddie Drummond, who has checked into the game. Gets McKenna Yoakley on the right block. Back to Drummond. Drummond trying to dribble in, loses the basketball for a moment, turns into the defender, and she's going to be tied up, and it's going to be a jump ball. Maddie Drummond, who was selected first team All-World softball team at third base. So congratulations to her. Inside feed to Layla Hamilton, who's checked in. She's going to get the bucket and the foul. Layla Hamilton just catches the ball down on the right baseline, comes inside, gets position, gets the bucket, and she'll go for the free throw. And gets the friendly roll. And the Lady Rams have tied this at 11. Morris with the basketball up top. She'll feed it over to the right side. Inside bucket is good. Lady Rams, Chloe Stockton with the long three-pointer. Can't get the friendly roll. Who made the last bucket? McKenna Yoakley just picked up her 2nd personal foul. 16 foul against the Lady Rams. Substitutions coming into the game for Owasso and also for Sand Springs. 6:28 to go here in the second quarter. Sand Springs 13, Owasso 11. Morris with the basketball up top. Try to feed it over to the left. Armstead up top. Now Morris again up top. That's Laisha Morris. She'll dribble up to her left, and Coach Josh Berry wants to take a timeout.
30-second timeout.
It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. It's Sand Springs 13, Owasso 11. You're listening to Owasso Lady Ram basketball here on 100.1 KYFM.
Executive Homes is proud to introduce Owasso's premier neighborhood, Presley Hollow. Located on 76th Street and 148th East Avenue, Presley Hollow features the area's best amenities, including 2 pools, basketball court, state-of-the-art playground, clubhouse, and 2 ponds. Starting just above $300,000, each home in Presley Hollow is loaded with premium finishes and always available at a guaranteed price. Visit executivehomes.com for more information.
Welcome back to Owasso here on homecoming night. Lady Rams trying to hang on with this one as they trail by 2 points, 13-11. 6:04 to go here before halftime. Sand Springs with the basketball. It'll be Laisha Morris to inbound for the Lady Sandites. She gets it into Wilson here on the near side to Tiana Morris. Back to Laisha Morris. Journey Armstead up top, looking inside. Back to Wilson. Over on the right side. Now they feed the right block into Jackson. She has to kick it outside. Long throw cross court to Tiana Morris. And we're going to have a foul. I believe that'll go against Layla Hamilton. That'll be her first 7th team foul against the Lady Rams. Journey Armstead at the line. Lady Rams been able to hold her to 2 points so far here in this first half. Make it 3 as she hits that first free throw. She'll get another opportunity here. And it's good as well. 15-11. Now it's back to a 4-point lead for Sand Springs. Lady Rams push it up the floor. Chloe Stockton doing a lot of work out here. She passes on the left side to Carson Zumwalt, and she hits a 3-pointer. Back to within 1, 15-14. Long 3-pointer by Journey Armstead. It's good. Trading 3-pointers here in this second quarter. Lady Rams holding their own. Ball is tipped away. And we're going to have a foul against Sand Springs. Journey Armstead. That'll be her second. They've got her listed with 3 fouls. I don't think that can be right. Seventeen fouls against the Lady Sandites as Layla Hamilton goes to the line. She hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Back in the game for Owasso, Taylor Rose. Second free throw coming up, and it's no good. Off to the right, McKenna Yoakley fighting for the basketball. She gets it, tries to get it to Layla Hamilton. There's nothing there, but she's good enough to dribble it back out. She's on the floor, gets it over to a teammate. Rose on the right side goes in for the layup, has it knocked away. Coming the other way. Pass inside to Jackson and then saved from going into the backcourt by Wilson. Now wide open on the right block and a great entry pass from Laisha Morris. Haley Jackson now with 11 points in the game. It's a 5-point lead for Sand Springs. Owasso coming the other way. Yoakley with a 3-pointer. In and out, no good. Rebound into the hands of Jackson. Sand Springs will push it up the floor. Wilson dribbles up the middle. Stops at the free throw line. Now she kicks it back out over the right side. And again, just finding a place in that zone is Haley Jackson. They find the entry pass, get it inside on the right block. She's fouled, makes the bucket. And Layla Hamilton just picked up her second personal foul. Timeout by Coach Nightingale and the Owasso Lady Rams as they trail by 7, 22-15. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Lady Ram basketball here on your Owasso Sports Network.
Hey Owasso, this is Coach Blankenship reminding you that when you need help with your roof, do business with the local guys that put integrity first. Zach Harbaugh's crew at Duralast Roofing brings a 2-decade track record of hard work and great experience to your project, and they'll treat your home like it's their own. Durable, affordable, and built to last. Duralast Roofing in Owasso, 918-906-7800, or visit them online at duralastrroofing.com.
Welcome back to Owasso with a quick bucket. That time by Sand Springs. Again, Haley Jackson. Now Owasso looking for a bucket here, 23-15, and they promptly turn it over. Coming the other way is Sand Springs. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Wilson with the basketball over on the far side, feeds it inside. Ball's knocked away into the hands of Owasso. Yokley comes up with it for the Lady Rams. She's going to dribble to the right elbow, kick it back out to Taylor Rose. She's got a long three-pointer. It's no good. And the rebound there by Faith Walker, who has just checked in. She'll push it up the other way, and here it comes. Owasso gets it. Carson Zumwalt able to pick it off right here in front of him. He gets it over to Layla Hamilton. Hamilton dribbles down the lane, goes up. Can't get it to fall. It was in between, and she hit the back of the iron into the hands of the Lady Sandites. 3:25 to go here before halftime. 23-15, Lady Rams trail. Sand Springs with the basketball. Owasso has stayed with this zone most of the evening. Again, they're just feeding it inside easily, and that time Jackson, I think she got caught between the goal and the backboard and threw it over. Now Chloe Stockton with a three-pointer, and it's no good. Hard off the back iron, and that's going to be off of Sand Springs, out of bounds. So Owasso with the basketball. Checking in for the Lady Rams, Selden Stover and Ellie Morrill. Carson Zumwalt will take a rest, and Chloe Stockton. Stockton has come in, and she has worked hard on both ends of the floor. A lot of ball pressure by this Lady Sandite defense. Stover looking to get it inbound, throws it out up top to Morrill. Morrill looks inside, gets it over to Hamilton on the right. Hamilton dribbles it back out toward midcourt, passes it over here to Stover, who goes back to her right. Gets it to Rose at the right elbow, and a lot of contact there. Now inside is Hamilton. She goes up for the shot. She's going to be fouled. That's going to be a block. And I think that's going to go against Kari Wilson. Her first foul, but that's the 8th team foul, so Hamilton will go back to the line where she's 2 of 3 on the night. She has 4 points in the ball game. The junior forward trying to tighten this deficit as she makes the first free throw. All of her points coming here in the second quarter. Try to pull the Rams to within 6 if she can hit this one. And she does. 23-17 with 2:39 to go here in the second quarter. Wilson brings the ball up the floor for Sand Springs. Over on the right to Morris. Morris dribbles back out up top, throws it in the chin of Wilson. And she tries to go right, and McKenna Yokley just picked up a foul way out away from the basket. That'll be her 3rd personal foul. 9th team foul against the Lady Rams, and so Yokley will have to take a seat on the bench as Carson Zumwalt will check back in for Owasso. At the line for Sand Springs is Kari Wilson. She has no points in the game so far. And her first free throw is good, so she'll get the extra opportunity at the free throw line. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, tipped into the hands of Sand Springs. They're able to save it into the hands of Wilson, who is promptly fouled. Owasso just getting out hustled to the loose balls right now as Wilson will go to the line. That foul credited to Taylor Rose. That's her first, team 10th, so Sand Springs now in the double bonus. At the line once again is Sakari Wilson. And she makes the first free throw. Second chance coming up here as people continue to stroll in here on Valentine's Day, as Wilson able to make the second free throw. 26-17. Sand Springs over Owasso. Lady Rams looking for some scoring. Layla Hamilton up top, being guarded tightly there. Over in the right corner to Zumwalt, back up top to Rose. There's a long three-point shot, and it's good. Carson Zumwalt with her second three-pointer of the game, 26-20. Lady Rams trail. Now a long three-pointer by Faith Walker, and she hits it. Every time Owasso hits a three, Sand Springs able to answer with one of their own. 29-20, Lady Rams trail. Zumwalt with the basketball. Taylor Rose wide open inside the free throw line. Zumwalt being double teamed, going to be trapped in the corner. Throws the ball away, out of bounds. And it'll be a turnover to Sand Springs. Alicia Morris checks back in for the Lady Sandites. Laney Kirkendall will take a rest. Now checking in as well will be Abigail Martin for Faith Walker. 1:36 to go here before halftime. Sand Springs walks the ball up the floor. Morris back to Laisha Morris. Up top, Lady Rams staying in the 2-3 zone. They have the entire first half. Clock winding down to 1:15. Laisha Morris just standing out, dribbling away from the bucket. Passes over to Wilson. They're trying to post up Haley Jackson again down on the block. Over on the right side. Get it back up to Morris. They feed Laisha Morris in on the inside. She's tied up. It's a jump ball, and that'll be a turnover to the Lady Rams. Actually, they're going to say Sand Springs had the arrow. Under a minute to go. They feed it inside. A great athletic effort. They tried to lob it into Jackson. And Zumwalt able to jump up and knock it out of bounds. Sakari Wilson swings it over to Martin. Martin here on the near side gets it to Laisha Morris. She'll dribble back out up top. Reset the offense, take her time. Now they throw it in to Jackson. She kicks it back out to Wilson. Over to Laisha Morris. Clock winding down. Now a long three-pointer by Sakari Wilson, and she drills it. 3 3-pointers by the Lady Sandites all in this quarter. They now have their biggest lead of the game at 12. Layla Hamilton, if you will, going inside. Can't get the bucket to fall. Gets her own rebound. Kisses it off the glass and gets the 2-point bucket.